Dear students, today in biology we are starting a new chapter which is named as Respiration in Plants and Animals. Students, last chapter we have discussed about the transportation system, the circulatory system in human beings and transportation in plants, how the various raw materials are transported from one part to other part of the plant body. We have also discussed about the excretion, the way by which we are removing the waste materials of our body, that we have discussed. Now we are starting today about the respiration which occurs in plants as well as in animals. Rather, we can say that out of many characteristics, out of many difference which we say when we discuss about the difference between living and non-living things, respiration is one of the most important point, which we say as living organisms either belonging to plants or animal kingdom, they all respire, which is entirely absent in the case of non-living substances. So today we are starting that very process of respiration. All organisms get the energy they need from food. First, the food molecules are broken down into simple soluble molecules. Then, the simple molecules are carried to all the cells. In the cells, they combine with oxygen to produce energy. This last process, called respiration, is what we will study in this chapter. So now, the process of respiration. The process of respiration generally involves two different states: external respiration and internal respiration. This is true of all organisms. Now, external respiration. The taking in of oxygen and giving out of carbon dioxide is called external respiration or breathing. It takes place differently in different organisms. Some organisms use their lungs to breathe. Some use gills, while others use their skin. We and all other land organisms take in oxygen from the air, while most aquatic organisms use the oxygen dissolved in water. Now, internal respiration. Inside the cells, oxygen combines with glucose, that is the simple food, to produce energy. Carbon dioxide and water are also produced in this process, which is called internal respiration. This part of respiration is the same in all living organisms. It involves many complex reactions. The sum total of these reactions can be expressed as follows. Glucose reacts with oxygen, giving carbon dioxide, water, and energy. The carbon dioxide produced is expelled from the body. Some water vapors and heat energy is also given out. Now, let us discuss about some organs of respiration which we observe in various living organisms. First of all, lungs. Lungs, if we consider all vertebrates, animals with backbones, except fish, use lungs to breathe. Gas may enter and leave the body through different organs. However, for example, we use our nostrils, while whales use a blowhole on the top of their head. Next is gills. Fish and tadpoles use gills. Gills have filaments which are somewhat like the teeth of combs. The filaments are full of small capillaries carrying blood. Water entering through the mouth flows over the gills. The oxygen dissolved in the water enters the capillaries, and carbon dioxide from the capillaries passes out into the water. Next that we can discuss is spiracles. Insects have small holes called spiracles on their sides. Air enters through these holes and reaches all parts of the body through a network of thin tubes which are called trachea or breathing tubes. Next is skin. Frogs use their skin and lungs to breathe. Many lower animals like leeches and earthworms use only their skin. Oxygen passes in and carbon dioxide passes out through the skin. It is very easy to see that the air we breathe out contains water vapor. Breathe out onto a mirror. If we breathe out onto a mirror, we will see the water vapor condenses over the surface of the mirror, and as a result the surface of the mirror becomes fade. We cannot see properly our own image. It becomes somewhat invisible, or rather little bit fade. We can perform some activity to show that carbon dioxide and heat are given out during respiration. Let us stir a couple of spoons of lime in a glass of water. Let us allow the mixture to settle and decant the clear liquid into 2 small glasses. Make circular covers for the glasses using stiff paper. Pierce 2 holes in each and insert straws into them. Tape the covers to the glasses. Breathe in through straw B and out through straw C. Atmospheric air will enter through A, mix with the lime water in the first glass and enter our mouth through B. On the other hand, the air that we exhale, that we give out, will enter the second glass through tube C. Very soon you will see that the lime water in the second glass will turn milky, but that in the first glass will not. This is because the air you exhale contains carbon dioxide, which turns the lime water milky. Atmospheric air also contains carbon dioxide, but not enough to turn lime water milky. Let us soak a handful of moong seeds in water overnight. Transfer them to a piece of muslin cloth the next day. Tie up the cloth to make a pouch. Now moisten the pouch and keep it in a dark place. Allow the seeds to germinate. Then let us put our finger inside the pouch. We will feel warm because of the heat given out by the respiring seedlings. If we suspend the pouch in a jar containing lime water and cover the jar, the lime water will turn milky. So, we are getting every proof that the exhaled air that is given out by our body is always having carbon dioxide, and not only us or the other animals of animal kingdom, but the plants are also doing the same while carrying out the process of respiration. So, this is establishing our very fact that during respiration we are taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. Now, as we have discussed about the spiracles of the insects, let us discuss one very interesting fact about this insect because of this presence of spiracles. See, if our nose is obstructed, if anyone forcibly immerse our total head region along with the nostrils under the water for a while, we may lose our life due to suffocation, as because under water we will not be able to respire, we may lose our life. But catching hold say any insects, it can be a cockroach also, if we try to do the same thing, that is holding its bottom part and immersing the head region under water with our expectation that the cockroach also will lose its life, but that will not happen at all. We may immerse the head for a long time, our hand can become exhausted, it can start paining, when we will be compelled to take out the cockroach from the water, and finally we will see that the cockroach is not losing its life. On the other hand, in the second case, if we now catch hold the head region of the cockroach and immerse its remaining part of the body in water, then within no time the cockroach will start shaking and trembling underwater and it will lose its life. What is the reason? The reason is, unlike us, we are having the nostril in the upper region, in the head region, but the cockroaches are not having there anything called nostrils. Rather, the trachea, the tubular structure called trachea, opens to the outside of the cockroach body, having spiracles, the small openings at the side of the body, right from the neck to the bottom part of the body. And so, when the bottom part is immersed underwater, it loses its life. So, it is just the opposite of human being. So, this was an amazing fact about the cockroach or any other insects who are having the system of trachea, the breathing tubes, along with the spiracles. So this much is enough for today. We are ending here. Next day we will continue our discussion. Till then, goodbye.